Welcome back to the channel. This week we're doing something a little different. I want to show you some of the cool stuff that I sold on eBay recently, but not just anything. I've handpicked a few items that I think you may have seen before. You just didn't know they were valuable. You may have walked right past them at thrift stores and garage sales. Basically, I'm showing you some fairly common but unexpected things that sell really well on eBay and for good money. So this is a cartridge. It holds the needle or stylus for a record player. This one's made by Sonos. Bought a big lot of record players from a buddy of mine, and most of them weren't really worth anything, but the parts were. Paid $200 for the whole thing. I've been selling parts along, and this guy just sold for 60 bucks. That's turning out to be a really good buy. So apparently miniature trees are a thing, and I'm not talking about Christmas trees. I'm talking about these white ceramic or porcelain miniature trees that you put little miniature ornaments on. Like this set of Hallmark keepsake wedding wishes ornaments. Paid $2 for these at a garage sale, and they sold for $38 in less than a week. So this is a box of mini ornaments. Not mini ornaments because there's only 10, but mini ornaments, and they go on a mini tree. I'm not really sure the whole concept of this thing, but there's a little tree and you put different types of ornaments on them. These are baby themed. Paid $2 for this box of ornaments, and it sold for $68 in a couple of weeks. Picked up this 2-pack of scrubbing bubbles from Goodwill for $4.99. It's one of those things that I've been looking for a while because I know they sell for good money, and finally found them. Paid $4.99 for these, sold in about a month for $48 plus shipping. Here's kind of an unassuming item, but definitely one you should be on the lookout for. This is an Orvis ultralight fly fishing vest. Picked this up when my family and I were up in New Jersey, I believe it was. Paid $13 for a thrift store, which was kind of paying up for me. But I looked it up and there was only one listed and 10 had sold. The one listed was brand new and they were asking like $125 for it. Once I got it home, I listed it and it sold for 80 bucks plus shipping in less than a day. So this is a torpedo, definitely something to be on the lookout for. These things sell super fast, especially in the summer. It's basically a pool toy that you throw and I guess it goes to the water. I'm not really sure. But I paid 99 cents for it from Goodwill on Saturday. Listed it Saturday night and it sold Sunday morning for $24 plus shipping. Definitely be on the lookout for these torpedoes. So when I saw this at a garage sale, I thought it was R2-D2 and it was like some special edition black version or something. I don't know. I figured it'd be worth $5 being a special edition and all. Got it home, did some research. It's actually R2-Q5. No idea who that is. Not a Star Wars guy. But it's a robot that you control with your phone. And the app is actually discontinued. The manufacturer doesn't support the app anymore. You can't download it from Google Play. So you kind of have to have it. But I paid $5 for it, and people still want these things because it sold for $129 plus shipping in a couple of weeks. So shout out to my wife for finding this guy. She actually found it in her parents' junk pile, I guess you want to call it. It's Grimace. It's a kids figure from 2006, and I could not find this thing anywhere. There's like a 3-pack that is sold on eBay for like $206. This got Grimace in it along with Birdie and Ronald McDonald. So I had no idea how much to price this thing for. Listed it for $100. Got a bunch of lowball offers immediately. Finally got an offer for $80 plus shipping. Decided to take it. We've got nothing into it. By the way, it's actually going to France. Buyers all in well over $100. Kind of an interesting item here. This is a Kettle Grip. It actually opens up and you put a dumbbell inside of it so that you can do kettlebell workouts with a dumbbell. You don't have to have both items. But I paid $3 for it from Goodwill, saw it sitting there, it was new with tags, decided to look it up, had a really good sell-through rate, and once I finally listed it, it sold for $27.50. Anytime I see Carhartt pants at the thrift store for $5 and they're in good condition, I'm going to pick them up. Usually they sell for 30 or 40 bucks, but these honestly surprised me. Picked these up Saturday. Didn't look them up or anything when I bought them. I just bought them for $5. Figured that was a deal. Got them home and looked up comps, and they were kind of crazy. Listed them on Saturday. They sold on Sunday, and they sold for 70 bucks plus shipping. Definitely be on the lookout for this particular model of Carhartt pants. I'll put it on the screen down here. So I paid $5 for a Ghostbusters slot car set from a garage sale, and unfortunately it was missing pieces, but it actually had some extra slot cars inside of it. Sold one for like 40, another one for 20, and this Ecto 1 Ghostbusters car just sold for 34. And it's actually broken because it's missing the red light on the side up here. So I actually sold one of these things before. This is a Vita Antonio Mickey and Minnie sandwich maker. You can see when you open it up, it's got Mickey and Minnie's face in there. When you press it closed, it puts their face on a sandwich. Guess that makes your sandwich taste, I don't know, happier. But I paid $4 for it from Goodwill, and it sold for $45 plus shipping in a couple of weeks. I've mentioned these boots before along with this circle logo, but it definitely bears repeating because these Row Search boots always sell really well for me. Paid $10 for these from a garage sale, and they sold for $69.99 plus shipping after about 3 weeks. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse because I've mentioned this brand probably 1,000 times, but it bears repeating. I always pick these things up. These are Row Search boots. You can see the little circle logo down at the bottom there. They're military boots, and these are actually from 1985. And I always actually have better luck with a smaller size too. These are 8.5s. I paid $3 for these from a local thrift store on Friday, I believe it was. Listed them on Saturday, and they sold on Sunday for $50 plus shipping. You guys are going to get tired of me saying this, but Row Search boots, look for that circle logo. I don't see anybody else talking about these things, but they sell really well. I paid $3 for these from a garage sale, and they sold within a week of listing for $50 plus shipping. This is a Mr. Coffee Cafe Cocoa, like hot chocolate machine mixer type deal. I'm not really sure. Picked it up from a Goodwill. Paid, I think, $4 for it. It is new, open box, and it sold for $55 plus shipping after about a month. Probably could have held on to it until wintertime, got a little bit more, but I'm happy to see it go. Sold a Sonos Play 1. If you don't know, Sonos is a great brand to be on the lookout for. Paid up a little bit for this speaker. Paid $24 at Goodwill, but it was in mint condition. Like I thought it maybe had never been used. And also that Goodwill has a return policy. I can bring it back in 7 days and get store credit. So it was kind of a win-win. Well, it did work, and it did sell 2 days after I listed it for $100 plus shipping. Anything that's Sonos branded does really well. I paid $60 for 2 of these Sonos Play 3 speakers at a garage sale, and this one by itself just sold for $110. So I'm definitely in the profit there. When I sell the other one, I did pretty good. Swiffer carpet flick. These things are definitely something to be on the lookout for. I had no idea until I ran across some at a yard sale. Had the carpet flick along with some refills for $5. Looked them up, and they were selling pretty well. I've already sold the refills for like $24, and this guy just sold for $28.95. Sold a dog collar. This is a receiver collar for a pet safe in-ground fence. I actually picked up 2 of these from Goodwill. Paid $4.99 for a bag of 2. Sold the first one for $40. It was a little bit different than this, a little smaller one, and this one just sold for $33. So I really don't know anything about Hot Wheels cars other than I'm supposed to be looking out for the ones with the red lines on the wheels like that. Those are called red lines, and some of them can be pretty valuable apparently. Well, I ran across some at a garage sale this past weekend. Most of them were from the 60s and 70s, and they all had the red lines on them, so I decided to pick them up for $2 a piece. Well, this one's already sold for $30 plus shipping, and this Volkswagen's already sold for $35 plus shipping. Sold another Hot Wheels car. This is the Diora from 1967. Once again, got the red lines on the wheels, so it's a red line car. Paid $2 for it from a garage sale, and it sold for $20 plus shipping. Almost any time I see a 35mm point and shoot camera at a garage sale for less than $5, I'll go ahead and pick it up. That's kind of what happened with this Nikon L35 AF camera. I paid $3 for it from a garage sale, thinking it would sell for between $30 and $40. Well, imagine my surprise when I got home and looked it up, and it sells for a lot more. Actually sold in 2 days for $135 plus shipping. And it should have sold for more, but it actually had a little hairline crack on the corner. Didn't affect the performance of the camera, just the cosmetics, but kind of had to take a little bit less of a price, I think. So this is a factory radio or OEM radio for a Dodge Grand Caravan. They had it marked for $20 at Goodwill. It's in really good condition. Normally when they're priced up that high, I don't even really pay close attention to them. But I decided to look up comps, and they look really good, and the sell-through rate was also really good. Come to find out, they actually rang me up for $2. Didn't even realize it till I got home and looked at the receipt. So yeah, I paid $2 for this, and it sold for $175 plus shipping. This is a Salad Master electric skillet or frying pan, and Salad Master anything can be really good, and some of these electric skillets can sell for like 300 bucks. Unfortunately, this wasn't one of the really good ones, but either way, it still sold for $115 plus shipping. Did pay up a little bit for it. I think I paid $20 for it from a garage sale, but it sold in like 3 weeks. I think it was worth it. Anytime I see Birkenstock Boston clogs like these, I'm gonna pick them up. Even if they're in bad condition like these definitely are. You can see they're stained and kind of dirty, to be honest with you. But I paid $3.50 for these from Goodwill, and they sold for $40 plus shipping in less than a week.